The Bucks, just a little bit over even money. And then the 76ers and the Heat were probably, I think, about like 175, 185, something like that. And then the Sixers were plus 500. So I guess that's worth the sprinkle. They look a little bit better now. Matt, going over to the West real quick. We're going to get to envy, I promise. Are the Mavericks finals bound?
I don't think they're going to be able to win in Phoenix. It's just a totally different atmosphere. They're able to play defense and shoot the ball at home for some reason, but none of the other guys can make shots on the road. They haven't been able to prove that so far, so I'd still have to lean Phoenix. But Luka he's a god, near God.
Man, get him a little bit of help, huh? And then forget about it. Forget about it. A little bit of help, forget about it.
2 games, he was getting just that. I mean, Brunson played very well in game 3. Game 4, Finney Smith was just shooting lights out. Like I said, at home. So let's see what they can do on the road, which that game is tomorrow night. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Dallas win that series, but it's going to be tough. Phoenix, obviously, Chris Paul got into foul trouble big time in Game 4. That was brutal for them. Some really touchy calls for sure. It's tough to watch some of this, to be honest with you, as far as the way the officiating's going, but it's going to come down to obviously 6 or 7 games here, so we shall see what happens.
Mavericks plus 850 right now to win the West. The Warriors are basically even money. I don't know if there's a whole lot of value in any of that unless you want to go with one of these sleepers. Grizzlies plus 2,000. Yeah, let's not bet on that.
Yeah, back on April 18th, I threw $10 on the Mavericks to win the championship, the whole thing, at plus 7,000. So that pays out.
Let's go Mavs.
Yeah, that's just a little sprinkle for fun. My futures on the Grizzlies are probably just going to be flushed down the toilet now that Ja's out. So, but I don't know if you want to be the one to bring that up, Jay. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just excited to get over to hockey. So please go ahead. Ja, what's his name? Who is it?
Ja Morant, who was assaulted by Jordan Poole.
Here's the funny thing. The Grizz this year, when Ja's been out, they're 20-4 without him. I think they carry one of the deepest benches in the league. So I'm not going to be terribly shocked if they can steal game 4 here and, keep their head above water. I don't think the Grizz are done. And quite frankly, I think if there's a time to double down on it, it might be right now after that poor performance in game 3, Ja getting banged up. You might as well resprinkle it.
Yeah, you can get plus 640 right now on the series. And then if you're thinking, obviously, if you think they can get past Golden State and win the entire conference, plus 1,700, this is on FanDuel right now, to win the conference. So, yeah, obviously, if you think they can win, which that's super valid, they are battle tested without Ja. He missed a lot of games. And even some of the games that they lost were kind of meaningless. The few at the end of the season that they lost without him, so they could have had an even better record without him.
I'm actually looking on DraftKings right now. The Grizz are plus 2,000 to win the conference. This is such bullshit. I mean, come on. The Warriors are minus 1,000 to win this series, so nobody's going to take that. But then plus 650 for the Grizz. Come on, give me 800 at least, right? Give me 750 plus 650. Get your hand in my pocket all the time, every day. Always want my money. Steve, you have anything to add about the NBA?
No.
Okay, going to touch on hockey just real quick. Every team in the NHL sucks. The Panthers suck. Let's see. The Calgary Flames suck. The Blues suck. The Wild suck. The Avs They look pretty good. I was a little bit off about my Preds. I'm not going to call that I don't know what that was, to be honest with you, but it wasn't me. I was out of my head. I was on a little bit of medication, smoking a little bit of it and a little bit loopy. So just forget I said anything about that. But all of these series, super close. I mean, there's really nothing to say. We don't even know what's going to happen right now. The Panthers actually just tied this game up, so they're going to overtime. This is humongous. But yeah, I mean, we gotta just let these things play out, right?
Lot to be determined here still. Obviously, yeah, it looks like the Avs could easily sweep here, so we'll see that tonight. Yeah, it's not been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, not a lot of close games, to be honest with you. It's very few overtimes. We just saw one game go into overtime. I think there's been just a handful, not even like maybe 3 overtime games total. Otherwise, teams are winning and covering. So, yeah, feel good about taking -1.5 if you're looking to ride a team to win. But, yep. But
okay.
Did you guys hear that shit?
Good hockey talk. What, you took a shit just now?
No.
Oh.
A fucking cat. We're over here trying to film and record and shit. My cat's over here sneezing like a maniac.
Oh.
Fucking why, dude?
No, I thought there was a fart.
I'm sorry. Let me apologize to you because I'm sorry if my cat interrupted your little speech there.
No, it's
fucking
okay.
Guy, he's so inconsiderate.
I got a little distracted. My dog busted in too, actually. He must have heard your cat sneezing.
This fucking guy, dude, he's just so rude and inconsiderate. Like, we're filming here. The fuck?
Yeah.
What do we think about the Stars? They're gonna win this series.
Oof.
Big game tonight at home.
Yeah. I mean, they stole 2. Well, they stole 1 on the road, right? So they're up 2-1 right now. I mean, everybody that I know and their mother basically has the Flames in the conference finals, just because, whoever wins this series is going to have to play either the Oilers or the Kings. Kings really don't even have any business being in the playoffs. We know that now. Oilers are a bunch of choke artists, but I think most of us went with the Flames here. But yeah, I mean, we're not sleeping on we're sleeping on the Stars. We're sleeping on them clearly because they're a good team in the playoffs a couple years ago. They shocked the world. Actually, remember that? Brain, you are the brain. You remember when you called that? I have no idea where that came from. You called the Stars in the finals, right?
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I just kind of pulled that out of my ass.
You pulled that out of, you didn't even hear that somewhere or like have any kind of inside info? You just guessed?
No, I got this weird thing that even if I explained it to you, it wouldn't make any sense, and you'd be like, all right, this guy's on fucking drugs.
Yeah, just save it. I don't really want to hear it anyway. But
I figured.
We got a long episode here. So I was making a point. The Stars are a good playoff team. I mean, if they're going to beat the Flames here, they're probably going to get past the Oilers, you would imagine, right? And end up in the conference finals. And then who knows? I mean, the Avs, we all know they're a bunch of choke artists too. I mean, I have a futures bet from months ago. I put the Stars making it to the Stanley Cup finals, but I never thought it was going to actually pay out. Matt, do we one question here about this Blues Wild series? I mean, do you think, I know that's tied right now, but I feel like this series has been a little more uneven than the score would lead you on. Do you think that the Blues and our futures bet have a chance?
I think so. You still could get them at plus odds for the series, but it's plus 115. So Vegas seems to think they're legitimate contenders.
Okay, the answer was no. That I was looking. I was looking for no, but it was a good guess, Matt. The Wild, I just don't see the Blues. I mean, I feel like they are lucky to be where they are. The Wild are just going to score a whole bunch of goals. It's the goaltending. I mean, the reason they were so good at the end of the regular season was because of Husso came in and just started lighting it up in net, and then they put Binghamton on the bench, and then the playoffs hit, and that's just a whole different ball game. So Husso starts giving up all these goals, and then they bring Binghamton back in, and he performed admirably enough, I would guess. But I think that I don't think the Wild even had like 20 shots last game. I mean, that was just all the Blues offense and defense. So I think that the goaltending is going to be the difference in the series, and I think that Fleury and the Wild are going to probably win these next 2 games. So that is my prediction for that. Steve, you have anybody for the Lightning Leafs?
There's so many goals in that series, man. That's pretty exciting. I think Toronto's going to blow it. Although I really want them to pull it out here, just because watching Toronto play is fun, man. I'm just tired of the same old team. So I'd like the Lightning to bow out. I'd also like Carolina to bow out.
We know.
So, yeah, I'm going to go. Although, let me preface that by saying, once the Leafs win this series, I'm going to need them to just stop after that, because we can't have the cup going north of the border. So,
well, looks like I don't know if the Panthers are going to get past the Caps, to be honest with you.
What's going on here right now? What's that score?
It's tied. It's going to overtime.
Boom.
We're in intermission.
Boom.
But still, I mean, the Panthers just do not look like the Panthers. The Caps just look so much more comfortable. And I just
listen. They just need to tie the series here. They need to get right, and then Barkov and Huberdeau take over, and they'll be just fine, man. Just let it ride.
This is the big game. If the Panthers lose this game, I don't see them winning this series, because they just haven't played well enough. I mean, the Caps have. If the Caps lose this game, yeah, we go back to Florida next game, right? So, Panthers might have a shot, but the Caps just look like the better team. The Panthers cannot do the things they want to do. The Caps are getting all the bounces. The puck's just ending. They're just always in the right position for some reason, and they're just kind of stifling the Panthers right now. The goaltending just totally different. Sammy looks amazing. Bobby looks like total doo-doo. So if the Caps win this game, they're probably going to be still slight favorites. I don't know why Vegas is just still going to be on the Panthers, but this is a big one. And honestly, I don't see the Panthers getting very far in this playoffs, just because they just don't look very good.
Resprinkle it.
We'll see. All right.
Yeah, still the second highest odds, plus 750 to win it outright, which is, I would never do that now, knowing what I know. I'd much rather sprinkle my money at plus 2,200 on the Capitals to win it all, just looking at what I've seen, the eye test so far.
Yeah, and this is my question about this series. I mean, do the Panthers really just look like doo-doo? The Caps look just really good. I mean, if you look at these power play, I think the Panthers are 0 for 12 now on the power play. Like, come on, dude. Like, at this point, they're just better off not getting power plays, right? Because that's just, they're not going to score in a power play. That's just a waste of 2 minutes, basically. I mean, it's just
in the face. Oh, man.
You think the Caps have been playing possum all year? Or like, all right, let's start playing now, boys, that we're in the playoffs?
That's what I'm asking. I don't know, because you're looking at the Panthers, you watch this power play, and they're doing like, they're trying to get the puck in front of the net, and they just can't do it. And I'm like, is it just because they're just scared to try? Or are the Caps like just really that good cutting off these lanes like that crazy? I don't.
The White Sox ball boy just took a foul ball off the face.
Man, I wish we had video on this thing, right? Replay.
Oh, man.
Doink.
Glasses exploded off his face and everything. Now they just keep panning back to him, and he's trying not to look like a dipshit. I feel bad for the kid. He's like 12.
Celtics dominating this fourth quarter here. Actually, you guys see that?
No, now I do. I'm not watching it. I only got one TV in here, and I'm watching this stupid hockey game. But okay.
What channel's the hockey game on?